Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Collector. Welcome to my Nerd Cave. I know, 2 videos in a row. What? But I'm getting around to towards the end of my video game collection videos. So today I decided to go with the handheld games, um, which not a lot per system, but it accumulated to being quite a bit. So I don't know how long the video is going to be. So this is going to encapsulate Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, some 3DS games, some PSP games, and I think Game Gear, maybe. So, I'm gonna dive into it. We're gonna start with the 3DS because that's the top at the stack. This one's actually the, I'd call it the hardest to find currently in my 3DS collection, because I've got it the special edition complete. And this is Corpse Party, which is a really spooky game. And yeah, it's got the little figures. And so, yeah. And yes, it is open because I've played it full. I'll stick that over there. Yeah. Let's see. I got Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, which is dope. I've got Shovel Knight. Pretty dope-ass 2D platformer. Love this franchise. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I need to get Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch at some point. Pokemon Sun. And Pokemon Moon. Mario Kart 7. Love the franchise. Metroid Samus Returns Special Edition. This did come with the soundtrack. You pre-ordered from GameStop, so yeah. And yeah, this should be the last of the 3DS games. This is Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. I guess Shin Megami Tensei. You know, I've got to pick them up if I can find them. Hang on, maybe I got some. These are probably just DS games. Yep, I got some DS games in here. Okay, so these are loose DS games. I don't have any other DS games because those got stolen. But I've got Pokemon Ranger, and I cannot read the subtitle there. Pokemon Ranger and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky. And then up top, I've got Lego Battles Ninjago and Super Mario 64 DS. So there those are. I'm going to go into the PSP next, so that I can get the loose ones out of the way. And yeah, I do have more than I thought. Loose ones. Okay, 4 loose ones. Spider-Man 2, Grand Theft Auto, what the fuck does that say? Liberty City Stories. Gran Turismo something or other, and God of War Ghosts of Sparta. And I do have the neat little carrying case for that. Alright, so these are all complete, or at least in the case. So I got Loco Roco. I miss finding PSP games at thrift stores. Luminous 2. Loco Roco 2. Pac-Man World 3. Parappa the Rapper. Luminous Puzzles Fusions. Metal Slug Anthology. Kind of a dope little tank game. 2D. SpongeBob SquarePants, The Yellow Avenger. I actually love the 3D SpongeBob platformers. Let's see. Daxter. God of War Chains of Olympus. ATV Blazing Trails. Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues. Let me situate that stack so it doesn't topple. Lemmings. Coated Arms. See, I used to find them at thrift stores like all the time, and now not so much. Rainbow Islands Evolution. Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, or Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, I don't know. Getting kind of hungry. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and this one's sealed, so. And apparently I bought it from Walmart for $5, so yeah. Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron. Patapon. I think it's kind of like a Lemmings type situation, maybe. I don't know. Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron. I need to fire up the PSP at some point. Twisted Metal Head On. Love the Twisted Metal games. Who doesn't? And again, thrift store find. WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2010. Another thrift store. This one I apparently got a replays. Resistance Retribution. I played the Resistance games on PS3, and those are dope-ass games, so. SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs, Tactical Strike. This is kind of a cool platformer, actually. Crush. And I love the art style, too. This is one of those UMD videos for PSP. This is Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. This is another one, but also came with a game. Or at least gameplay. This is Stealth, and it came with Wipeout Pure. I've actually never seen Stealth, so. And now we're getting back into some games. I think we're actually getting into the RPG stack for this system, so you're going to see some good titles here. Ys 7. Played Ys 8 on Switch, and I loved it. Ys 7, I'm having... I started, and I had trouble. Like, I was trying to navigate around, and I couldn't really find where I was supposed to go. Phantom Brave, Bermuda Triangle? I don't know. From NIS America, so. Disgaea, Afternoon of Darkness. There's another UMD video. This one I actually just picked up recently because it was at a thrift store, and I was like, I'm so tired of leaving empty-handed from thrift stores. So this is Man of the House with Tommy Lee Jones, which is just a, I don't know. I don't remember much of it, except that he used to drink, and now he drinks root beer. So that's all I remember from the movie. Yggdra Union, Will Never Fight Alone, from Atlas. Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. Final Fantasy IV, The Complete Collection. Of course, we never actually got Final Fantasy IV in America, so. Wait. Or was, no, Final Fantasy IV was Final Fantasy II, right? That got really confusing, so I don't know. But yeah, it includes Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy IV, The After Years, so. Fate Extra. Persona 3 Portable. I've got a lot of these Shin Megami Tensei games. It's crazy. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei. Persona 2 Innocent Sin. So, yeah. I'm gonna go through these first, I think. I think these are, yeah, Game Gear games. Got a small stack of them. Don't even have a working Game Gear, so. Shinobi 2. Throw these over here. NBA Action. Because I'm so all about the sports games, right? Tails Adventure. There we go. That's one. Oh, Shinobi 2 is also one, so. Lion King. Yeah. Just can't wait to be king. Terminator 2. Or T2. And there's my cat laying in the plastic bag. Joe Montana Football. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Look at that, Justin. Calling you out, bud. I know you're watching. And World Series Baseball. You know, end on a high note. What do we got down here? Those are... Okay. We're going to go for... Let's just go in order. Game Boy first, and Game Boy Color. Just kind of mixed together in here. So, what do we have here? Conker's Pocket Tales. Gotta love Conker. Here's a Game Boy Color one. This is... I wish they wouldn't write on the label at thrift stores. This is back when I used to find games at thrift stores. Arthur's Absolutely Fun Day, I think. I love Arthur. I mean, come on. We didn't have cable when I was a kid, so... Arthur, Clifford, Dragon Tales. Was that one Cyber Chase? Yeah. Boomer's Adventure Asmic World. Some of these are like a surprise to me, but you've seen that through the other videos. I'm like, I own that. Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers for the Game Boy Color. Heroes of Might and Magic for the Color. It's gonna be a bitch to get all these like back in here. Luckily, I don't organize. Tetris Attack. Ah, here we go. There's a highlight in the collection. Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. I wonder where I got that at. Batman, the Animated Series. One of the greatest superhero shows of all time. Dr. Mario. He was a plumber to pay his way through medical school. Peach was a stripper. That's probably sexist. I shouldn't say that. Tetris. Who doesn't own Tetris if they have a Game Boy collection? Oh, I really hope these videos don't get boring. Certainly not boring. Barbie Ocean Discovery. Because hell yeah. Ooh, that's very faded. Metroid Return of Samus. Which is what that 3DS game was a remake of, actually. Super Mario Land. That one's got a little bit of water damage on the label. And for the color, got Bionic Commando. Elite Forces. The Sinister 6, Spider-Man 2. I just feel like a Spider-Man game wouldn't play too well on a Game Boy. Even a Game Boy Color. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe for color. So I do have some bangers in here. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. I think a lot of these I picked up out of the yard sale, like as a bundle, like years ago. Pac-Man. Alright. Okay, and 2 more handfuls. So for the color, I got Mario Golf. Got Amazing Penguin. I am just surrounded by games right now. Got Toy Story 2. Which, if you haven't played the one on N64 and PS1, it is a solid 3D platformer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Again, I don't know how that's going to play on a Game Boy Color, so... I would say this is a mystery cartridge, but there's like a little bit of the title left on here. And I think it's Home Alone 2. So, one of its cast members was double impeached. Elmo's 1, 2, 3s. And is under investigation for conspiracy and espionage. Kelly Club. Ah, here we go. Here's a banger. Yoshi. Mickey Mouse Magic Wands. Thrift store find, apparently. Kirby's Pinball Land. I actually love a good pinball game. Donkey Kong. Classic. Ren and Stimpy Space Cadet Adventures. I think I played some of that, actually. Remember nothing about it. Volleyball. I'm actually kind of curious how that plays on a Game Boy. And Cat Rap. Cat Trap? Cat Rap. I don't know. I feel like that was a puzzle game, and I think I played some of it. Okay, you know what? I want to put some of those back in the little mini crate thing. I don't know what this is. I found it at the thrift store to stack them. I'll show it in just a second. Shit. Okay. God. Ah. Stay. Okay. How did I get them all to fit last time? I do not know. But yeah, these are a little basket thing that I keep my games in, so those can go there. And I guess some of these actually went in another one. But okay, so we're gonna go into Game Boy Advance. I'll pull this one out because it's kind of poking out. This is Yoshi Topsy Turvy. It's one of those that's like weird shades because I think it's got like a little rumbler in it. It's a little bit harder to stack in these things. This is kind of a 3-pack thing. This is Battleship, Risk, and Clue. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge. Another compilation thing. This is Konami Collector's Series Arcade Advanced. Over the Hedge, Hammy Goes Nuts. Remember that movie? Like a raccoon trying to steal food. Herbie Fully Loaded. Final Round Golf 2002. Were there enough of these that they needed to put the year? I don't know. Fairly Odd Parents Clash with the Anti-World. Love Fairly Odd Parents. Hang on. Archer McLean's 3D Pool. ATV Quad Power Racing. Cats with a Z. I feel like I don't have as many bangers in GBA. Cartoon Network Speedway. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Simply titled Corvette. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know the subtitle, but this is Dexter's Laboratory something or other. With a very damaged label. Lizzie McGuire 3, Homecoming Havoc. Now here we go. Spyro Super Pack. And this is the last from that little basket. The Incredibles. Love the Incredible movies. They're pretty incredible. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. The Simpsons. Sometimes you just settle on what you find. Shrek Super Slam. Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball, I think maybe 2, or maybe they just elongated the L's for no reason. Maxed. Need for Speed Underground. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Oh, that's going to be a pain to restack in there. Okay, we're going to go for these next. Looks like one of them was from a thrift store. So, Fairly Odd Parents Enter the Cleft. I guess you play as Cleft, the Boy Wonder. Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. Madagascar. I remember playing the GameCube Madagascar game, and it was actually pretty fun. Ah, here's a banger. WarioWare Inc. Remember this movie? Chicken Little. Had Zach Braff. Oh, okay, I own that. Pokemon Pinball. I guess I could put that with the Pokemon games, honestly. Nicktoons Battle of Volcano Island. Cabela's Big Game Hunter. This is like a 2D maze type game, it seemed like. Finding Nemo. Love those movies too. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Tipton Caper. Hang on. The font is weird. Princess Natasha. I don't know. Superman Returns, Fortress of Solitude. Oh, my foot's asleep. Phantasy Star Collection. Okay, there we go. Dragon Ball Z, Legacy of Goku. Actually, forgot I had that. SpongeBob SquarePants, Lights, Camera, Pants. I got that for PS2 as well. Rugrats Go Wild. I actually love all the Rugrats movies too, and the series. I even liked All Grown Up. All Growed Up, I think. The Pac-Man Collection. The Polar Express. Does that one need a video game? Lizzie McGuire 2, Lizzie Diaries. Paws and Claws Pet Resort. Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Powerpuff Girls, Mojo Jojo, A Go-Go. I played some of that too, I think. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. How many Harry Potter games do I have in here? Quad Desert Fury. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul, I think, but the label's kind of ripped. Oh, I have an Atari Lynx game. California Games. I forgot I had this. So, I guess I'll save these for last, because these are, like, good ones. I don't know. Oh. Alright, so... I got Disney's Magical Quest starring Mickey and Minnie. Got Barbie Horse Adventures Blue Ribbon Race. I got Kim Possible 2 Draken's Demise. I love Kim Possible. I've even got a poster for Kim Possible. Frogger Adventures Temple of the Frog. Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure. Mech Platoon. The Crash Super Pack. To go along with that Spyro Super Pack that I had somewhere in there. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Let's Ride Sunshine Stables. Powerpuff Girls, Him and Seek. I love Powerpuff Girls too. So, GT Advance Championship Racing. Let's see, because I got some of these too. The Game Boy Advance Video carts, and this one's Pokemon. Which again, I could probably put that over with a Pokemon shelf. That'd save me a little bit of room in here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi vs. Joey. And Fairly Odd Parents Volume 1. What are you huffing about down there? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go through these in little cases. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Alright, so I got Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis. I got Spyro, Season of Ice, and Banjo-Kazooie Grungy's Revenge. I'll hold them there because I think they would fall out. Of course, the Banjo-Kazooie games are just awesome. Like, yeah, everybody knows. And then here, I've got Crash Bandicoot, The Huge Adventure, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, because they just ported it over and called it Mario Advance 4, and Super Mario Advance. Okay, and now we're going to get into the boxed games for the Advance, which we're going to start off with a very impressive one, Pets Hamsters 2. Disney Pixar's Cars. This one, do I actually have the game for? This is an empty box. Whatever, I'll show it off, I guess. This is the 4 games on 1 game pack thing. This is Rocket Power Zero Gravity Zone, Nicktoons Freeze Frame Frenzy, SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge, and Fairly Odd Parents Enter the Cleft. Which we know I've got Enter the Cleft. Don't have the other ones. But apparently they're supposed to all come on 1 cartridge. Maybe one day I'll complete that. I'll even have that mixed in here. Looney Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events. I actually have never played this game. But I love the movie and I love the Netflix series with Neil Patrick Harris. The movie had Jim Carrey. This one's sealed, and I think I picked this up at a Goodwill, like when I was traveling once. This is a god-awful game. Veggie Tales, Larry Boy, and the Bad Apple. I played the PS2 version, and yeah. And then this is probably my favorite game on the GBA, and probably the first turn-based RPG I ever played, which really confused me when I was a kid. But this is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Obviously, phenomenal game. So, well, there you have it. I have now got a mess in front of me. That is my handheld collection, which you saw 3DS, PSP, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear, and Atari Lynx. So, there you have it. I will be back again next week, and I'm whittling it down. I think next week I'm going to do the Sega collection. So, be sure to tune in for that. Remember, I've been the Nostalgia Collector. Physical media will never die, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.